Mideast mud bog, Mideast strangers mud bog, Mideast mud round, what is this, like 12 or something like that. Whatever, 2023 Strangers Ranch, sea lights. Shout out to Moto Mafia out there, help get him some subs so he can get some 4K footage out, and sorry about the issue as far as your camera dying, because I told you, man, the new GoPros just want to shut off sometimes, but sorry for the jinx there, but you get on the next one. I ended up posting just the first lap this time, maybe a little bit over the first lap. Reason for that is the bike was overheating and running like shit. It is what it is. Not a lot of people showed up to this. Not a lot of people want to race in the mud anymore, but hopefully the next race is good. Here's the start right here. I got 2 gloves on, ready, set. Let's see what we got. Looking like 4th in the woods. Oh no, let's just let off the gas. Going 6th in the woods. Nice. I didn't have any time to walk this. I got there at like 9:45, 10. Threw the bike together, went with the porta shitter, and hit the track. I walked to about here. This is all I was able to walk, but mud wasn't too deep. It ended up getting really, really slick though. I'm not exactly sure why. I felt like I had to run the bike in higher RPMs and after the first lap, but just kind of keep it going. But it is what it is. That might have been why I was throwing it sideways so much, but the track would have been so good if it hadn't rained. I was really looking forward to this in this season. And I'm thinking about running the side-by-side next race. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know that I'll run it in the rain because I'm not really in it for the points or anything, but I'd like to run it. So if any of the side-by-side guys are watching this, I'll probably enter that next race. We'll see. Don't worry about the mud. I wipe all the mud off. I did pretty good. Shout out Caleb Russell on that one. Learning from the best. You see my boy Kimball up there, man. I'm going for him. I'm trying to catch him. I'm not having the best luck with the gas, so I put a fan on it. I put new radiator guards trying to keep the mud off. Bike's still overheating. The only other trick I got up my sleeve, maybe I'll put some of that high-end radiator, that coolant in next time. Hopefully that does something. But I just really don't feel like the bike was wanting to do this. I know there's Kimball right there, shout out to him. But the bike just really doesn't like any mud. I felt like I was moving at a decent pace, so I'm not really sure why it wasn't cooling itself, but if you got any tricks for that, let me know. Last race, last mudder, this was awesome. Whatever. Last race, the map switch was throwing like a circle pattern, and then this race, it kept going from 1 to 2, back to 1, and it just ended up bobbling, not necessarily... that it was basically trying to choke itself out the whole time. I couldn't really figure out why. I looked at the air filter after the race. I definitely had a little bit of mud on it, but it wasn't so bad that I thought it would choke it out. But if you got any tricks for that, let me know. If I'm missing something, let me know. Somebody gave me a tip at Cedar Grove the other weekend saying, put a fan on that thing. It's not designed for the woods like that, and I get that, but just had a lot of issues with overheating, and I'm not trying to kill this bike already, so any tips are appreciated. I wish I was a little more aggressive this race. I make a couple decent passes, but I know I was exhausted. It's been a long couple weeks, especially this weekend. We were in Georgia 4-wheeling and then come back all day Saturday working on the bike. Blown tired in the motorhome. I'm monetarily beat down. $2,000 trip with a flat tire on the motorhome, and then come back, put $500 worth of parts on the bike for it not to run. At least I went right around the tree like those fellas. Hope they're okay. But yeah, no camera on this one. Sorry guys, I wanted to do the selfie video BS, but I'm at the beach, so it is what it is. It's nice to have a week off of work though. Definitely nice. I still want to get the video out in a decent time. This was probably some of the best traction of the whole race for at least the first lap. It went to shit pretty soon after, but what tire pressure do you guys run? Like, my tire pressure is really, really low in this race, and it's been in the past mud races, but what do you guys all run? Like 11.5, 11.8, something like that? I just don't know if I believe in all that. Coming from the four-wheeling background, I run it pretty low, but I don't know if I have tire balls in this bike or what, but I'm running it super low. Like, you can almost touch the rim if you put enough weight on the wheel or on the tire. Make sure you give us a like if you enjoy the videos, and come say what's up at the next races. I've seen a couple of you guys out there, so appreciate the support, but this was bad. But check us out on Instagram, Dylan Motox, same thing. We got, I'm putting videos up on there too. Between Mideast and just free riding and four-wheeling, I mean, there's some decent stuff on there, so make sure to check that out. I say decent, there's some funny stuff, but TikTok sucks, but I'm on there too. Decent line cut, boom. See how slick it was, dude. It was way slick. I felt terrible this race too. I mean, just between being dehydrated and tired, it's a long weekend. It was getting real tight on the bike really fast, and it started overheating. Morale was low. I mean, money's gone, morale's low. I was beat down. But at least we showed up. I mean, shout out to Nick and Kyle. They didn't even show up. I was out there by myself. We had a beach trip. I drove almost 8 hours after this race, straight to the beach. So there's no excuse. They got a new bike, whatever. Who gives a shit? You bought it to race it. Let's fucking ride. Just like this thing. I mean, this thing was meant before I took it out here. Part of it, man. Pay to play. But yeah, let me know if you want to see some more vertical. Like, I put a vertical GoPro on here, and then in theory I can put these voiceovers on Instagram or something like that. If you prefer those, let me know. I only need like 2,000 more watch hours to get monetized on here again. Man, that part does suck. Back in the day, it was so much, not easier, but there was less competition, so I was monetized when I was like 12, making like $4,000 a month. Now I can't make $1 on YouTube. I don't understand all that. They demonetized me and I have to get it approved again because I took a couple years off. And I put the work in back in the day. I'm an OG. I was making duct tape wallets before I even knew how to ride a dirt bike. Me and this fellow in front of me battled it out a good bit. Every time I got in front of him, I took a shitty line and he ended up passing me, but it was fun. I mean, and by fun, I mean not that fun. The bike's destroyed, covered in mud. When I get back from the beach, I'll clean it off and see if I can figure out this overheating issue, but if anybody knows for real, it'd be very helpful to know. It's a 21 knockoff KTM gas Ducati red. I got a fan on it. Maybe I need to change the tolerances on it, but the bike's just overheating pretty fast. It's pretty disappointing. Beyond that, I put the gripper with the Real Seekers King Ranch Edition seat on it. I love that thing, don't get me wrong. I got some new graphics on the way. Shout out Riz Designs, man. Those are going to be sweet. I'll put a video up of those, but once this seat gets wet, it's worthless, just like any other seat, unfortunately. And when it's grippy, I mean, holy cow, it'll about rip your nuts off. It's so grippy, but you're not coming off the bike. But I mean, either you're not coming off the bike with skin off of your sack, Mike. But it is what it is. When it's wet, and it's worthless. I mean, I was sliding all over the place. No control whatsoever. Couldn't get my knees to grab anything. This guy on the Kawasaki was making it happen, man. I felt like about this. We were just hanging our legs off, letting her rip, trying to make some laps. I'll make sure to put some time in before next race. I think I did 3 weeks off the bike. It just wasn't a good idea. I need to keep a little bit more stamina, but we were rolling a decent clip right here. This was horrible. That right line, I ended up taking it a couple times and it was bad. But I think we're 37th overall right now out of 580 bikes or something like that, which is pretty good. I mean, considering this is the first full season of bikes I'll run. And I think I'm going to run the pros next season. I prefer the 3 hour. You know, it sucks, but once I get in the groove 2 or 3 laps in, I'm in good shape for another hour. So I definitely need to get a battery pack for the GoPro and record the whole thing. I don't really want to do live audio because I'm always so beat up. I just don't have anything good to say. But yeah, make sure to like, hit us up on Instagram, sub. We'll see you guys at the next race for certain. I got some miscellaneous, this, that, and the other, some videos, some optimized engineering radiator guards. I'd like to put a video up. The fan, if I can figure out the tolerances or an answer to the overheating, I'd love to make a video about that too. But a decent bit of video left. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you at the next one. No need to just sit here and babble on much more, but watch me battle with this fella every time I get around him and come back around. Shout out to Kimball for passing me back there. And getting 6th in the race, but not the best one for me. I think we ended up finishing 8th, but I just wasn't as aggressive as I'd like to be, and the bike overheating is a problem. I really didn't want to kill the bike already. But if you got tips, let me know. Appreciate you watching, and then watch me spin out here and lose a bunch of positions and continue to try to beat them back. See y'all at next race.